Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is Build and Tinker, and today we're going to start a new build. We're going to be building the Fanhome 1/8 scale 1966 Batmobile. This is a great model, a really iconic car, and I can't wait to get started. So let's start building. Okay. So here we have the first issue, and it comes with a really large piece, which is the bonnet, or the hood if you're in the States, and the first magazine. And the magazines have quite a lot of information in them about the TV show, as is often the case with these partwork builds. And there's some great content there to read. But we're going to skip straight to the build section. So we'll start by opening up the box and see what we have. There's not many pieces, but we have this wonderful hood, painted black with the red accents. Really nice. Now, this is obviously the first issue, which means and the hood's not going to get installed in the actual car probably till very close to the end. So it really pays to have somewhere to keep these parts safe, whether that's keeping the original packaging or just getting some storage tubs. I use stackable storage tubs, one for each model. They're pretty cheap. So there's a frame that goes on the inside of the hood, the complementary screwdriver, which we won't be using because I use my Wearer screwdrivers. We have a bat phone or something. Yes, it looks like a bat phone, which I'm presuming doesn't fit onto the hood. That's the base of the bat phone and a packet of screws. It's also makes sense to have something to work on to stop these parts getting scratched, so I use pieces of foam, or a cutting mat will work really well as well. So 2 blocks of foam underneath the hood keeps it from getting scratched, and the first stage is to simply place this frame onto the hood, lining up with the screw holes. Really easy. And that's going to be fixed into place with 10 AM screws. They always give you at least one spare screw. Don't throw them away. Keep the packets, keep the screws together. You will need spares. Or you may need spares, but it's helpful to have them. Okay, so with the hood frame installed, we now turn our attention to the bat phone, and there's a small base that clips into the bottom with 2 little pins. Quite hard to show on camera, but that's just a push fit. And that is everything for the first issue. So a pretty simple issue to complete, you will need to find a way to safely store the hood once you're done. I'm going to put it back into its original box. Same with the bat phone. I can see that getting broken otherwise. And then I'll put all of this into my stacking tub for the Batmobile. So that was pretty easy, wasn't it? So next we'll move on to issue 2, and hopefully there'll be a little bit more to do in that one. So issue 2 comes with another iconic piece, which is a wheel with the iconic bat emblem. We have to assemble the wheel and fit the rubber tyre. So let's get started with that. So we'll open up the box. And let's make sure all the pieces are present and correct. We've got the tyre, the centre cap, the wheel, inner and outer pieces. This is an antenna base. We have some screws, and then the antenna itself, which is this long silver piece here. So we're going to assemble the wheel. The first step is to take the outer and middle parts of the wheel, and they fit together. Like there we go. They fit together like that. They are slightly keyed. So the middle sits on the outer part, and then that whole assembly goes through one side of the tyre. And the tyre seems to be the same on both sides. We then take the inner piece, place that over, ensuring that the screw holes in the inner piece line up with the screw holes in the centre piece. And we just rotate that into position and make sure it's all perfectly lined up, which can be a little fiddly. With all these pieces lined up, we'll use 5 CP screws to hold it together. They screw in from the back of the wheel. The P in CP stands for plastic. With all screws in these kits, if it ends in P, you're screwing into plastic. If it ends in M, you're screwing into metal. So when you're screwing into plastic, just be careful not to over tighten, because you can strip the threads out of the plastic, and then the screw won't hold. And there's the wheel. Next we're going to assemble the centre cap. So we take the bat centre cap cover, and this silver cap piece, and they simply push fit together. There we go. And finally the antenna. So we have this antenna piece here, which is actually telescopic. It's like an aerial, so it extends out, which is pretty neat. So we start by extending it out, and then we install it into the antenna base from the top where the flanges are. There's some holes at the bottom of the antenna itself. They need to line up with holes in the bottom of the antenna base. And they'll be held in place with 2 EP screws. So just gently line it up and then start. With the antenna base installed, we just need to fit the 2 top pieces. So there's this incredibly fragile looking vane which sits on the top here. I think they call it a reflector. And in this packet we have a cap that holds the reflector on. and it's a simple push fit. Actually, that's not true. The book says it's a push fit, but it's actually threaded. So you thread the cap on the top, despite what the book says. So again, we finished these pieces, and my guess is that these are not going to be fitted to the car for a while. The wheel is pretty easy to store. So is the wheel cap. The antenna, I can see this reflector getting broken off if you're not careful, so have a think about how you might be able to store that. And if need be, just remove it again. But I have a box of small parts for each build, so that's going to get stowed in one of those boxes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you next time.